Hello. Welcome. It's so nice to see so many friendly faces in the audience, and some of Harvie's producers are here, and longtime collaborators like Nathan Holmes at Clear and River Organics and Three Rivers Grown that's really incubated our project, and I'm really honored to have all of you here, and especially the secretary. So I thank you for supporting local agriculture and this agricultural infrastructure that builds resilient and robust local food economies, that supports small farms and builds prosperous urban and rural communities. For me, I believe that food can be a connector, and food unites all of us, rural or urban, regardless of race and political affiliation. Through sharing food and feeding each other, we build genuine communities and can heal our divides. And to introduce myself, my name is Simon Huntley, and I'm the founder and CEO of Harvie. And what we do here, and actually this is a new facility, and what we do in our facility is about a block away, is we're a food delivery company. And we're based right here in Pittsburgh, and we work with hundreds of local farmers, and we deliver direct to door to 4,000 local consumers to make the local food economy both easy for farmers and also our members and consumers. And so right now you're sitting in our new distribution center that we're working to get set up over the next few months. As I said, we've been incubated in Nathan's facility about a block from here. And so I think this is the future home of local agriculture and local food here in Western Pennsylvania. And this is the kind of infrastructure we need, not just this kind, but this is part of the infrastructure that we need to fulfill a bold dream of a robust and resilient local food economy. And we've slowly and carefully built a scalable model here that can be rolled out in every community across the country, using our hometown here in Pittsburgh as our test market. But I want to talk a little bit about why a local food economy actually matters. Over the last 50 years in American agriculture, we've broken the connections between each other in the name of a national and international food system that prioritizes efficiency over the well-being of consumers, workers, and our land. And it's been very successful in a lot of ways, but we don't know the people who feed us, and the people who feed us don't know us. So corners are cut on both sides of the local food economy, or of the food economy. And it's really just a race to the bottom to find the cheapest food. And this system has destroyed so many rural communities, including the one I grew up in. I grew up on a small Appalachian farm about 70 miles south of here, and my dad's here, and so I'm honored to sort of have him here. So he was a coal miner and a part-time farmer. We raised sheep, but it was never a question for me when I was growing up. I was going to leave that rural community to find opportunities in an urban area that just didn't exist in Greene County. So as I left the farm to study technology at Penn State University, I started working on farms in the summertime and starting to cook more. And I had this question that hasn't left me for almost 20 years. Why don't local farms feed local people? It just seems so simple and obvious to me that that's just the way this should work. And I spent the last 20 years in business trying to figure out how to get an answer to that question. And I demand a world and an economy that can allow local farms to feed local people and won't stop until our food economy supports farms like the one I grew up on. So a farm kid in my shoes now sees a future on that farm or in that rural community. And I really think that that's rural prosperity to me. So in January of 2020, almost 4 years ago, we launched our first Harvie distribution center, just a block from here, as I mentioned, recognizing that we needed to make local food easy for both our customers and our farmers to scale this food economy. And we spent the last 4 years developing our physical infrastructure to bring local food direct to our customer's door and make local food as easy as shopping on Amazon. Actually, Amazon was trying to set up a facility just next door here, interestingly. We developed packaging that works for local groceries. We bought trucks. We've set up a pack line. We've grown our team from 8 people to 60 people. I'll say local food creates jobs. And now we source over 700 products from 150 farms and producers and deliver to thousands of households across Allegheny County each week. For our region's farmers and producers, Harvie has extended their sales beyond smaller channels like farmers markets, which are great, and without making the sometimes impossible demands that a large grocery chain presents. We pay our farmers 50 cents of every dollar versus 14 cents in the national food system due to the shorter and more resilient supply chain. And it's often the case that the Harvie warehouse is the only step between the farm and our customer's door. And this is a powerful model that can be replicated in communities across the country. However, this business of local food is extremely difficult, as my staff who's here knows, that it's capital intensive, and we're competing against a huge food system, churning out massive amounts of cheap food. From government, we need investment in the infrastructure that it takes to build a resilient local food economy so we can scale and compete against an entrenched food system that's not interested in change. Working along farmers, butchers, bread makers, chefs, and more, as well as the support of the members who eat our food, and I'm proud to say some of our Harvie members are here today. That's really exciting. We can build a food economy that rebuilds the connections between rural and urban communities and be the kind of society where a young kid, farm kid like me, decides to stay and build a livelihood in a rural farm or a rural community. So thank you for being here and being part of this conversation. And I look forward to collaborating with all of you in realizing this dream of a robust and resilient local food economy. Thank you. And now welcoming Jake Pollock, the Deputy Mayor of the City of Pittsburgh. Thank you.
Thank you, Simon, for